The good morning exercise. Is it harmful or helpful? Should you be including it in your workout routine? Let's figure it out together. Hi, my name is Maya Valenti with Naked Nutrition. I'm a private chef and nutrition coach here to help you navigate the world of health and wellness. The good morning exercise is also known as a hip hinge, which gives you a good idea of how it works. A good morning is a mix between a squat and a deadlift. Like a squat, you have a barbell or a light weight loaded on your back, but the movement is similar to a deadlift, where you keep your spine straight and you contract the hips and bend forward. You can also imagine it as the movement you do when you get out of bed in the morning, putting your feet on the floor and bending at the waist before straightening up and standing up. Hence where the good morning comes from. Take a similar start position to a squat with knees slightly bent and hip width apart, toes pointed forward. If you're doing a barbell good morning, have the barbell resting across your traps and your rear delts, not on your neck, with your hands keeping it in place. If you're doing it unweighted, put your hands gently behind your head, interlocking your fingers. Fix your knees in place with a slight bend, and they shouldn't bend further during the movement. Lower the weight by putting your chest forward and pushing your hips and your butt back, keeping your spine straight, hinging forward at the hips. Sit into the movement and keep your chest in line with your knees. After descending to about 15-degree angle, come back up to the starting position. Compound movements like squats and deadlifts are so valuable for the full body workout, as well as strengthening the often neglected posterior chain. Good mornings are no different. Barbell good mornings in particular hit a number of muscle groups all at once, primarily the glutes and the hamstrings, but also calves, upper back, lats, and core muscles. Building posterior chain strength has an amazing benefit for functional strength training, for mobility, and all-around athleticism. Regardless of your workout goals, increasing functional strength and mobility helps you lift more, move faster, and avoid injuries, both from working out and regular day-to-day activities. Another huge plus of the good morning is its versatility. You can do barbell good mornings as a strength training exercise, or do an unweighted good morning to improve hip flexibility, as well as a warm-up before doing any hip hinge exercises. Good mornings have a bad reputation because a lot of people think that they're bad for your back. And if you look at the movement, you can understand why they might think so. If you do it with poor form, there's definitely a risk of injury. But the good morning is actually beneficial for your lower back, assuming that you maintain good form. When you build strength and mobility along the entire body, especially in the posterior chain, you build an incredible foundation of supporting muscles all around the spine. This not only strengthens the back, but it helps you avoid lower back injuries from other exercises or movements. When you lack strength in these areas, your back, particularly the lower back, often has to compensate and take on more weight, which is where injuries occur. It's essential that your back doesn't round during the movement and remains straight. When you bend your spine, you put a lot of stress on your lower back, especially with a weighted good morning. So engage your core and use these muscles to help your back stay straight the whole time throughout the movement pattern. If you can't do this, go with lower to no weight. One of the most common good morning mistakes is bending too far forward and overbalancing. You want to keep your head over your knees at all times. So as you do the movement, hinge at your hips, lower your upper body, and shoot your hips back. The common mistake here is not shooting your hips back far enough, and instead leaning forward where you don't utilize your lower body enough and you put too much strain on your lower back. Stick to light weights with good mornings. Most problems here come from people overloading that muscle. When you first are learning the form, start with the absolute minimum in weight and begin with just an unloaded barbell or even nothing at all. Work at getting the correct and consistent form, and only when you're absolutely confident, start adding on weight. Take the time to learn the perfect forms for good morning and start utilizing them now. You'll see massive benefits that carry over into other lifts, athletic performances, and feeling great in daily life. For more questions about these exercises and all of our supplements, you can learn more on nakednutrition.com. And for more informative videos like this one, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because here at Naked Nutrition, we are nutrition with nothing to hide.